What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
And I'm still James.
And we got an epic movie review for y'all. We got that Mortal Kombat 2021 just dropped today on HBO Max. We watched it, and we are going to give you all our thoughts and discussion on that. But before we do that, we got an intro. All right, we have returned. Mortal Kombat 2021. What's the guy who played Cole? What's his name?
Oh, God.
Don the Dragon Wilson? It seems like a character he'll play.
Oh, God. I want to say his name is Louis Tam, but I don't know if that's correct.
Have he been in anything else? I don't remember seeing him in.
I've seen him in a couple of other things, but I couldn't tell you what.
Okay, so yeah, I don't even know too many people's names in the movies, except Kai Brooks as Jax. That's the only one I know, and the rest of them, I've seen a lot of them. But anyway, Mortal Kombat, man, 2021.
Okay, so his name is Louis Tan, that plays Cole.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Hey, I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be. You know.
Yeah, thank you. And that's probably gonna be his only movie credit. No, I'll just play. He gonna be. You'll probably see him again, but he actually didn't do a bad job. Tell the truth.
No,
it's kind of like what they had written for him.
Yeah. Oh, he was in Deadpool 2. Dude with the ponytail.
Oh, he was Shadow Star.
Shadow Star. Yeah.
Oh, that was
Shadow
him?
Star. Yeah.
Yeah, when he's like, whatever you could do, I could do, but better.
Yeah.
That was it. Okay.
Yeah, that was him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why I didn't remember because he got one of those faces.
Yeah.
It's like
He was apparently in Iron Fist too, but I don't remember seeing him on there. But then I didn't finish the show.
I would say I pretty much blocked all that out of my memory, so I probably seen him and just didn't even think about it. Anyway, so Mortal Kombat without Johnny Cage. We'll talk about that. So we got all our characters, man. We got Sonya, Kano, Jax, Cole, Sub-Zero. It's a lot of characters in there, man. So if anybody who hasn't seen the trailer, we're gonna watch the trailer and then we're gonna come back with our full review. So anybody that don't know what this movie look like, so this is what this movie looks like, and then we'll be back with our full review. That's what it looks like.
First learned about this 7 years ago on a mission in Brazil to capture a wanted fugitive. When we got there, it tore through our unit in seconds. The target had superhuman abilities. It had the same marking you do, Cole.
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark, Cole. It means you've been chosen.
Throughout history, different cultures all over the world reference a great tournament of champions. That dragon marking? I think it's an invitation to fight for something known. As Mortal Kombat.
These are your champions.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
I'm Liu Kang.
Name's Jax.
Kung Lao. Lord Raiden. The fate of Earth is in our hands.
No matter how many of my people you put in the ground,
We will not fail.
kill them.
You fucking beauty.
I tell you what, Kano was funny.
Yeah.
He did make me laugh for majority. He was going on a little too much. Where it's like, all right, man, shut up.
Yeah. I mean, but that's Kano though.
But tell you what, that trailer was actually a little misleading. It would have been a little better if they would have done it the way they kind of set it up in that trailer. So as we know, Mortal Kombat is the tournament between Outworld and regular world. That's how it go.
Outworld and Earthrealm.
Yeah, whatever. And Johnny Cage was always on the side of the game.
Yeah.
The original game got a big ass Johnny Cage doing a jump kick, and it was the reason because originally it was pitched as basically Bloodsport. They kind of took Bloodsport, the movie where starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, and kind of like made a game out of it by just watching that movie or whatever, and as you notice, Johnny Cage dressed like Van Damme was just in that movie, the black shorts with the red sash. Anyway, he wasn't in this movie. We got a guy named Cole, and Cole could have been Johnny Cage, but he's not. He's a family man. He's a cage fighter. He's like I guess he a part-time fighter that just fight for money.
So like he used to be a champion fighter. He's washed up. Now he's just taking fights to get a quick buck.
Right.
Though I did peep, they decided to drop a little Easter egg.
What's that?
When Jax first walks up on him, he says, "Man, when you took the title from Eddie Tobias."
Who was that?
Ed Boon and John Tobias, the creators of Mortal Kombat.
Eddie Tobias.
Yeah.
So anyway,
completely pointless, but you know.
But so okay, they got this little mark on them, and then they started off with Jax, kind of looking for the guys with the mark and be like, hey, got this tournament or whatever. So he didn't handle it like that, and I appreciate that because how you gonna walk up to somebody like, hey, you got the mark? We got to fight in this secret tournament from
first off,
Outworld.
Like first mistake, why put the mark in the movie in the first place?
Yeah.
Like it's one thing if he has a mark and you make that part of his story.
Yeah.
But like, no, you've been chosen to fight. That's why you have the mark. So what?
He was born with it, but other people got it just because they killed one of the people that had the mark or whatever. So that's how Jax got it.
Yeah.
Jax wasn't in part 1, if anybody remember. He was in part 2. But so they got Sonya Blade. Sonya Blade's supposed to come in where Kano killed her partner or something like that. They kind of took that little plot out. I don't know why. But
he's just a random merc.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The connection between them two ain't the same as it was because it supposed to have been she just wanted to kill Kano. That was her whole goal.
That's why she was in the tournament.
But in this movie, they actually was friends. They weren't friends, sorry. Well, they was working together.
She had arrested him, even though like they never go into what her jurisdiction is. She just got him tied up in a shack. Now it felt like a sex thing.
I did like when she asked him to help, and she's like, "I'll pay you this." He's like, all right. I was going there anyway. Idiots.
You played yourself.
But no, dude. Okay, let's talk about this movie as a movie. It's like a Hollywood blockbuster movie. Do you know what? This would be better off if it was a series. This was a series. This could work. It's not working because we getting the information so fast. And we got so many characters.
Keep dropping stuff and moving on without explaining. Like when Kano mentions being the Black Dragon.
Yeah.
Now, if you've been playing the games, you know what that means.
Right.
But if you just picked up this movie, why does he keep saying he's the Black Dragon?
Not even that. When they start explaining stuff, it's so fast that, like, when he goes see Sonya, and then she give him the whole spiel, it's like that, and it's like, really? And then you know what I also hate when the boss tell his underbosses his underlings to do something, but that means this will be this and this. You ain't got to tell. I'm the boss. You ain't got to tell me the consequences of the job I just gave you. Just do your damn job.
Yes, dude. Look, I gave you a job to do. Why are you sitting here asking me, do I understand the job I just told you to do?
I know. That's the kind of writing where you say, hey, I wasn't telling you, I was telling them. It was a lot of that.
I mean, that's pretty much the script, though. You know,
man.
and it's a shame because, like, it slows down the movie. And even when they introduce people, it's like, state your name for the audience. Oh, right. I'm Kung Lao. Like, man.
I know. It was a lot of cheesy stuff like that, man. And, I mean, it was, okay, so Kato cracked me up because he was like, why? At first, he called Liu Kang MC Hammer.
Yeah.
And I was like, why you call him? Oh, the baggy pants.
The pants, yeah.
And I was like, so Kato he was a good comic relief because he kept me laughing.
You know what it was? Kano was the only person in this movie who knew what movie he was in.
Yeah, true.
That's exactly what it is.
Everybody else took it too serious. I like Mekhi Brooks as Jax. I didn't think he fit that character, but he actually fit the character.
Yeah.
You know, his
They
deep,
just didn't
real
give
deep
him-
voice,
yeah.
and he got big as hell.
Yeah.
I know he was already a big guy. He looked even bigger than he usually looked.
Right. But like he was jacked for this movie. Like I did not expect him to be that big when he came on screen.
And he didn't have that much screen time. Ain't that a
No.
bitch?
He was one of the few people that did his job in this movie,
Yeah.
and they gave him nothing to work with.
Yeah, they didn't have him in there that much, and he was one of the better things. The Sonya, she was
Okay.
right. Anybody could have played that role. Though.
Like and like they went on about like, yeah, we wanted to find people to play these characters who could do the stuff that the characters can do. I'm like, you didn't show her
She
doing
did
it.
all right though because
Well, like,
she didn't do bad, but
they gave her Batman Begins fight scenes though.
yeah.
It's just like a bunch of quick cuts. People are doing stuff. I don't know what they're doing, but they're
Yeah.
doing stuff.
We're gonna talk about all the fights. So okay, they did start off with a good Sub-Zero Scorpion.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a period piece. So that whole segment was played straight.
Yeah.
You know, and it was actually good. And then after that, the shenanigans
And you
started.
know what? One of the weaknesses of doing it like that, I'd much rather watch a movie about the whole thing between the Shirai Ryu and the Lin Kuei.
The what?
Scorpion's clan and Sub-Zero's clan
Oh.
were warring ninja clans.
Yeah, we don't need to know all that because the movie
Oh no, the movie
movie
absolutely
moved too
didn't.
fast to worry
Yeah.
about all that shit.
But I'm just saying, like, that would have been a better
you
plot.
might as
than
well
what we
just say
got.
the blue ninja and the yellow ninja.
Yeah. So we start the movie off with this conflict coming to a head, you know.
Right.
And Sub-Zero.
So Sub-Zero is Chinese.
yeah.
You know, I never knew that, but when I'm watching it, it's like he's speaking in Chinese, and then he's speaking.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what you're saying, but I'm gonna whoop your ass. I was like, what? Wait a minute, he Chinese? He Japanese?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, which I didn't know that, but that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, they started off with that serious kind of tone, and then the tone didn't get not serious, but then all the stuff that was happening, it was like, okay, y'all lost me on the seriousness of it.
Yeah.
Now I'm just gonna enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Um,
Two of the better performances in this movie, by the way.
What's that?
Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Oh yeah. Sub-Zero's extra evil.
Yeah.
But like I told you, that's how I like my Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
You like that good guy Sub-Zero bullshit. I like, no, Sub-Zero's a bad guy, evil ninja.
Look, you like Sub-Zero the Elder, I like Sub-Zero the Younger. That's all it is.
Yeah, sure. I mean, whatever.
You stick with the older brother if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, the original is usually better than the
Besides,
new one. But
he's in his hot topic phase right now in the games, anyways.
yeah.
So,
But so okay, we got the ninjas and stuff. Anyway, once they attack them, and then it's like out of nowhere, Shang Tsung, and it was funny how they didn't introduce him. He just like, yeah, we're gonna take over this and do that, and he's calling people names. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
You gotta already know this stuff.
yeah. If you are not up on the games, you will be sitting here like, wait, who's this guy now? Why is they doing that?
Yeah.
How did this person get involved? You won't know.
Yeah.
The movie won't give you time to get caught up neither.
You be like, I'm like, I actually didn't know that was. I was like, is that Shang Tsung? Until he said something about souls. I'm like, okay, yeah, Shang Tsung. But I don't think they ever said his name.
The only person who ever said his name, I think, was
it
Raiden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I forget it was a lady they had with wings or whatever.
Natara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she in the game. She in a later game.
Yeah.
But yeah, she said not one word before she got killed. I was like, y'all ain't gonna let her talk at least? Nope.
we don't need it.
Oh my God. Then they had people calling out fatalities and flawless victories, their own victory. Like,
yeah.
They did some stuff.
They
did some stuff that's on exclusive to the game.
That does not make sense.
Or it didn't, in the context of the movie, it's like why would this happen?
At least in the first one and the second Mortal Kombat movie, we're having a tournament.
Right, and it makes sense to have Shang Tsung say the flawless victory and fatality because he's kind of like the MC over the tournament. You know what I'm saying?
But in this is just
and that's in the original game where you heard the person saying danger and flawless victory. That's Shang Tsung because he's sitting in the back while y'all fighting and he just calling out shit.
Yeah, but like with this, it's so weird because like y'all are literally like fighting for the fate of the planet. Like this ain't no tournament. This is just the bad guys are here trying to kill you all. And you
Well, they said they break the rules.
I know, but I'm just saying. But like you gonna stop to say fatality?
Right. You said it.
Why?
It's like if I knock you out, knockout.
No, you know what?
You got to tell the person that's knocked out.
I'm gonna make
it
even. No, you gotta make it even more cheesy. When you knock me out, you gotta shout KO.
I don't think he can hear you because he's knocked out.
Like I feel like the whole fight's gonna be like, the fuck is this guy on? Yeah, but anyways, so talking about these fights.
Okay, let's talk about the fights.
How did you like the fights in this?
I mean, it was all right. Nothing stood out to me like, oh, that's so badass.
That's exactly the word for it. That's exactly the word for it. All right. And what makes it a shame is like a lot of the people in this movie can really fight. Louis Tan's like got his start like in martial arts. Like he was a competitive martial artist.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you all of these people,
pretty much all of them,
all the actors are actual martial artists.
But like the way they shoot,
it's all about
scenes,
the choreography because it's like they all can do the moves, but you got to put together a good routine or whatever. And it's just
like
it's kind of basic.
I'd love to see like some previs work on this to see if there was actually good choreography and they just shot it poorly. But
I mean,
either way,
it wasn't horrible, but it didn't stand out.
But it's a Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, that's
the
what you're
problem.
selling it on.
Like this isn't just some random action movie where folks can just win a fight and move on to come at the bad guy.
Yeah,
this is Mortal Kombat. This is a martial arts film.
Right. So I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna give it some good things though. The special effects wasn't bad. Like all the Sub-Zero special effects, the freezing stuff was kind of cool. It's just that every time it's weird. Sometimes he frees things and it didn't really. It was just a minor inconvenience. And then sometimes he'll freeze something and it'll kill you. You know, it's like
when he first comes on the scene, like he's just making chunks of ice in the sky and slamming them into the ground.
Right. He made hail. You know what I'm saying? Come down on people.
He made it hail.
Right.
That's it.
But then he'll touch you and like he'll freeze you, but and then or he can freeze your whole body. I guess how long he
but it's like. It's clearly not the best way to use that power. Like,
yeah, I mean, you gotta stop moving for him to take effect. And it's funny people do that just so we can see it hurt you or whatever. But whatever. So we saw in the trailer where he froze Jackson and broke his arms. How'd you like that? Because it was actually played different.
Yeah. It's all right.
It had a better effect in the trailer.
Yeah.
Because in the trailer, I can show it real quick. In the trailer, it was, I think it was kind of realistic a little because he didn't scream. That's all I'm going to hear in his trailer. They kind of skipped a little bit. I mean, they kind of cut it up a little bit. Originally,
they dragged it out.
Right, and there he did it. He didn't scream. He just kind of looked. But I think that's kind of realistic though, because you ain't gonna always scream.
Yeah.
Because for a minute you don't believe it just happened.
Well, also, eventually you won't be able to feel it.
Right, that's what I'm
because of
thinking
the cold. So it's like it's gonna feel really wrong,
Right.
but it's not really going to necessarily hurt.
It ain't gonna hit you until
'Cause you're going-
a little later.
Yeah, because you're going way past like freezer burn or
Right.
like like you're talking complete cell death at that.
Yeah, I
point.
know.
So,
He probably didn't feel it.
He knew it was
didn't feel his arms for a second.
I think knowing what was happening was probably more distressing than the feeling of what was happening.
Yeah. It's like shock.
Yeah.
You know, because his arms was gone. He kind of like, and then he just like get out of here. And he just like threw him
But
down.
you know what? And that's another thing. Sub-Zero does not believe in confirming kills.
Hey, we saw this. He stabbed dude in his shoulder and then walk away. I'm like, so he need to go to my villain school. Because my dude walk away, it was like, yeah, job well done. I avenged my clan or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then he get up 2 minutes later. I'm like,
Yeah.
bruh, first off, you stabbed him in the shoulder and
In the
walked away.
shoulder. But look, so this is a trained ninja assassin, stabs a dude in the shoulder, walks away like, this clan has finally been wiped out.
Wait, he stabbed him 2 times though. He made it a little deeper in
Yeah.
his shoulder. And then walked away like, dude, way to confirm your kill.
Hey, look, now this is a guy who can cut people's heads off, freeze people, and break them to pieces. How does he finish off the job he's dedicated his life to? Stab him in the shoulder twice. Yeah.
Man, he said, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, dude, so I'm not gonna spoil anything, but they did set up for a part 2. We're gonna do a spoiler discussion because I look like I got a little extra time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a spoiler discussion, but they did set up for a part 2, and I'll talk about that in detail in the trailer. I'm in the trailer in the spoiler discussion. But I'm looking like this would have been better as a show.
Yeah.
It was too many characters. Stuff was happening too fast. It was like, let's get this over with. And then I kind of like how the third act where it was too fast, but I like the idea of it. It was just
Okay, yeah.
it just happened so fast that it was like, okay, we got to get this done.
Well, like, because the third act actually feels like Mortal Kombat.
Right. Well, they came up with a way to have fights individually and, where we can see everybody powers on display or whatever. So it was cool, but by the time it came up, it's like we don't have time for 5 individual fights and do a whole wrap up. This would have been better as a show. This would have been better as a miniseries at least, where you could have developed every character, gave us time on the fights because we had to do a training montage, not a montage, but we had to do a training sequence on characters. And when you do that, that's take time.
Yeah, that eats up.
And
major
then you
time. expect
expect me to believe that in that short amount of time, what that character learned everything
They
they
learned
needed
magic.
to learn and beat the person that they couldn't beat before in that short amount of time.
They all learned a highly complex and unique way to channel a weird magic thing that
Yeah.
shouldn't have been in here in the first place.
Right.
What they call it, arcana or whatever.
Yeah. So
I don't know
That's
whose
not-
idea
that
that
in the
was.
game?
No. No.
said that like you was offended.
Well, because one, it's BS, and 2, if you needed to do something like that, the game's already allowed for the idea of chi and chakra and all this stuff. You
Yeah.
could have
I mean, that's just the way they.
But like you could have used words that people already know how to parse, right?
Yeah.
Instead, you create your own ambiguous concept, so that you could say, "This is why this person doesn't have powers. They don't have the mark, so they can't have powers." But the mark has all the power because
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. It explains why people can shoot fire and shit, opposed to.
I mean, just treat it like a comic book movie. People get powers sometimes.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't have a problem with that. It's just the fact that given the time that they needed to, like, okay, it's basically saying like they're gonna be here tomorrow, so we got to teach y'all how to use your power. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like,
And everybody like, come on, let's do it.
like, why waste time introducing a BS power system when you can just say, "Oh, so I see you got some power."
Right.
Let
It's
me show
like
you how
if
to
you gonna do a training sequence, put time in between the conflict and the
Yeah.
training. You know, if you want me to believe that they actually train enough and learn and they can actually beat this person now.
Yeah.
Opposed to just, you know, they're going to come here tomorrow. We got to learn. And we go through a training montage of 1-2 days. And next thing you know, you powerful enough.
Well, like, and that's
I don't like
another
that.
thing. Like, so like Jax in particular, I don't like that his arms are kind of his power
Yeah.
because like
Although I did like the line he did at the end. These motherfuckers do work.
I was expecting something way cheesier, and I'm like, no, that was a Jax line right
That's
there.
something
That
I
was
would say.
perfect. That was perfect. But like, it's just like, it kind of takes away a little bit from like the human struggle of the character, which they didn't want to put in this movie.
Yeah.
You know,
They didn't have time.
they didn't have time. But I'm just like,
Because too many characters.
but like, if nothing else, just put it in the backstory. Like, he lost his arms, he got some replacements, and he's gotten to the point where he can use them like they're his real arms.
Yeah.
Instead of all of a sudden,
And did they look extra short? Like
Yeah.
when I first seen them,
Yeah.
I was like, something looks so wrong about those arms.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they didn't have no size, they was just like skeleton arms, but
yeah.
they looked like they was
short.
extra short.
They looked hella short. Yeah. You know what? Like, I don't know if that's just like the way they painted them out. Like, they didn't put.
I mean, I guess it would make sense that they just ain't got just his size, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But and then Kano, of course, is making fun of him. It's like, damn, those coming man size. The hell is that? But no, it was entertaining. It was an entertaining movie, man. I'm gonna wrap it up, and then we'll get more into the spoiler discussion.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. I had some fun with some of the scenes, but overall, it was just all right. And the '95 Mortal Kombat is still better than this movie. So I'm sorry to say that.
It's just an okay film. Like, I fell asleep a couple of times.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Wasn't that bad.
In the movie's defense, I was tired. So I'm just saying it wasn't exciting
At least
enough.
go back and see the scenes
I
that you missed.
went back and rewatched. I went back and rewatched
cool. I
it.
don't need to watch it.
Because like I'm sitting there, I'm like, because I missed the whole part where Cole got his powers. So like I had to go back and rewatch.
Nah, you
like,
didn't have to rewatch that shit.
like because I
We'll talk about the spoilers. We'll wrap
Yeah.
it up. There we go.
but yeah.
Move on.
So look, it's not hot garbage. It's not quite whack. It's a low I.
So that means that barely made it over the fence from the whack. He was on the whack side.
It was
he fell over
just
the
fun enough.
He was on the fence and he fell on the right side.
Pretty much. Matter of fact, on accident.
So the defense grabbed his leg. He was like, oh shit!
It was a bad. The fence was rickety. He was leaned up against it. He fell through.
So the fence fell over onto the all right side.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That is our review for Mortal Kombat 2021. We're gonna do a spoiler discussion. So check out our spoiler discussion. We're gonna do it on a separate video, and also subscribe to the channel if you like our content, and leave us a comment of what you think about the movie, and we're gonna move on. All right, y'all. We out
and
here.
give us a thumbs up.
Yes. All right. We out here.